Alright guys, so on today's episode we're going to do an oil change on my 2006 Toyota Tacoma. This video is for the people that have never done an oil change or want to know how to do an oil change on their Tacoma. I actually have some tricks and tips. The oil filter on these Tacomas are on the top, and you'll see in the video it gets really messy, and I have a really cool way on how to get away without making a mess. So let's get to it, guys. Alright, so if you have a Tacoma, you know that your filter is here on the top. What happens is you have this little catch can. When you unscrew this, oil is going to come out, and you have a little spout on the bottom. I'll get a better angle so you can see. Hopefully you guys can see the spout. It's right here. So what we're going to do first is we're going to put a 3/8 hose on there first, and then a water bottle. So hopefully you guys can see the spout right here. What we're going to do is we're going to put a hose on it. This is just a 3/8. I think it's a fuel hose that I got at AutoZone, and then feed it to the hose, and there you go. When you're ready to, make sure you lean it against that hose right there, and you're ready to dismount. So this is the top of your engine bay so you guys can see, and here's the filter, and there's the bottle and the hose that we did. So we're going to remove the filter. It's going to start draining in that thing. Another thing you want to pick up is you want to get a brake cleaner so you can clean the residual oil off of this part right here, and you'll see. And you also want to have a rag with you. I have a microfiber rag. Let's get to it. I recommend picking one of these up at Harbor Freight. These are for oil filters, so you can see how I'm struggling to take it off. You get this for like a few dollars. Got it loose now. There it goes. So you see all the oil's going there. Now it's going inside of that guy right there. Alright, so as it's draining, you're going to put your filter next. This is the filter. I like to get OEM. You can buy these on Amazon. They're pretty cheap. I think they're like $4. And that's the part number if you're curious. You get this on Amazon. So they have a little plastic here. You want to take this off first. Another little trick I like to do is get some oil from here, and you put on the gasket. It already has some, looks like it has some kind of stuff on it, but I always do this to, no matter what filter you get, always put some oil on here. And then you want to thread this going the opposite way, going left until you feel it pop back up there, and then you want to turn the other way. That's when you know you have the thread correct. Don't use a tool again, just all hand tight. And you should be solid. You should be good. Next thing, we're going to remove the hose and the bottle without dropping it. And here it is. This is what it looks like. Then you want to clean it with the rag, any residue that's left on the nipple. And you'll get some on your radiator hose. That's it. Drain plug for the oil is a 14 millimeter. You're gonna plug it, and you're gonna go left until it pops, and then you're gonna turn it back right, and that's it. Alright, once you feel some tension, you just want to torque it down a little bit. Not too tight, because then you can strip it. So you're going to want to use a funnel. We're going to remove this cap. And another trick that I have, I'll show you guys real quick. I showed this in my Miata videos. I learned this at Midas. So you don't forget to put the cap back. Always put it right here where the hood closes. So if you close the hood, it's not going to let you close it because that latch is going to hit right there, and it'll remind you to put your cap back on. Alright, so according to the internet, this thing takes 5 quarts of oil. I put synthetic in my car. I've always used Mobil 1 since I'd had the Evo. Factory is 5W30, and it says 5 quarts, so I'm going to put the whole bottle in. Alright, so we're going to grab our cap. Make sure you put it back. Now we're going to start the engine and get the oil going through the system, and then we're going to check the level. So let's go ahead and start it. Let it run for a few seconds. Usually let it run for about 6 seconds. So most of the time when you take your car to go do an oil change, they'll put the mileage, like when you have to do it. On synthetic, they say you can do 5,000 miles. I change mine every 3,000 miles, sometimes 4,000. So what I do to remind myself, instead of putting that sticker, is I come here on the trip odometer, and you got trip A, and you got trip B. See, that one's 3,354. That was the last time I did the oil change. So I'll just hold it and clear it, and then it'll tell me when the next time's the oil change. And then like that, you can still use trip A whenever you want to use it. Just don't delete trip B. So we ran the engine for a couple of seconds with the new oil. Now it's time to pull out the dipstick, clean it, dip it back in, and see where we're at. So we want to be on the second bevel. So we're going to go ahead and pull it out. So yeah, so we're about the second dot up here. So I know that was a very basic video, but I make videos like this so I could teach people online how to do certain things. And if it helped you on this video, I'm very happy. If you have any questions, please leave a comment down below, and I always look at them and I'll try to answer as soon as possible. If you guys liked the video or it helped you out, or if you want to help out the channel, please hit the like button. It helps out the channel a lot. I love you guys, and I'll catch you on the next one.